start with the identification tag on the side. Here you'll find the manufacturer, date it was manufactured, your VIN number, gross weights, tire sizes and pressures. Below that you have a tire chart with pressures, and in the yellow your cargo weights. Up front, your batteries. These aren't maintenance free. You may have to add water to them at some point. If you're not using your unit for an extended period of time, I would disconnect it. And also for winter storage, I'd put it somewhere warm. Underneath is your spare tire, and it is mounted under. There's 2 bolts. You'll need a long socket, but I believe they are the same size as your lug nuts on your wheels. You have 2 20-pound propane tanks with a selector in the middle. The arrow points to which tank is going to be supplying. Your breakaway here, the key pulls out. One thing to note, if your battery is connected up and the key's pulled out, it does activate your brakes, and if it is left like that for a long time, it can do damage. So one thing to just keep an eye, make sure the key stays in. Up front, you have a power jack, on and off switch for the light, and up and down. Front cubby. This is your fill for your water tank. And the drain outlet, there is your drain for the water tank, and it has a plug. Stabilizer jacks, there's one on all 4 corners. When you are operating your stabilizer jacks, just put it to the ground and put a little pressure. They're not meant to lift up the camper. Your slide. On your wheels, these center caps do pop off, and there's grease nipples behind, so you can grease your wheel bearings. I would recommend once a year giving them a few shots for sure, and if you are putting on lots of miles, should get repacked. Outside shower with hot and cold. Your sewer flush here. If you are going to be using this, make sure that your black tank is open, or it'll just fill your tank up and make a big mess. City Water Connect. If you have water available at your campsite, you can just run your garden hose directly into there, and you're good for water. You have a couple inputs, TV, cable, satellite hookups here. The plug-in for your shore cord here, it's 30 amp. Underneath, you have your sewer. You have your gray here. It's gray handle, small, and the black is the big. There. Your stabilizer jack. The drain outlet there is to red and white. Low points. You can, after you winterize, you can take those plugs out and just drain the last little bit of water out of there. Other than that, you don't have to worry about them. Your sewer hose is in your bumper. Your vent here is for your fridge. The little hose coming out, you got to make sure that stays out. That's for condensation from your fridge. You want to make sure that it exits out. Hot water heater here. These are propane and 110 electric hot water heaters. All the controls are on the inside. Really the only thing you need to know back here is your plug here for your drain, and very important when you winterize to drain your hot water heater. Heater layout ladder at the back. Good to inspect your roof once a year, make sure that you don't have any rips or tears or crack sealant, maybe a cracked vent. You have a power awning, entrance door, and a couple outside speakers there and there. Vent for your range above your stove, and they do have little clips that you can unclip them for the flapper and you can click them back up and you'll travel. You have a power outlet here, 110. Furnace intake and exhaust here. Just make sure you don't store anything in front of that. And your cable hookup. So this is an output. If you're going to put a TV outside, this is where you'd hook it up. Here you have, if you ever want to add a solar panel, this is where you'd plug it in. On here, you have your short cord and your crank. This crank's for your stabilizer jacks here. There's a table that you can use up for outside, and a couple light switches. One is for the inside lights there, and this one here is for your front cap lights. Right there. So I think that's about it. We will move on inside.